and welcome to Nesting Story. This is actually the day you're watching this is my birthday. So I'm filming this 2 days before that. So it's not actually my birthday when I'm filming this, but you're watching it on my 38th birthday. Yep, I'm 38. Whew. And I wanted to make this video as like a birthday slash beginning of 2021 video. And kind of like, what are my, I like to have those, like, instead of a New Year's resolution, I like to have like words or something about personal growth for the next year and kind of reflect too back on my previous year. I'm also filming this today on the first day that my kids are virtually learning. The province that I live in Canada, I live in Ontario, we were put into lockdown on the 26th of December. And as of right now, the schools are shut down. They're moved to virtual learning. My kids were in in-person learning, and I'm exhausted. It is 1:39 as I'm filming this. One of my kids I had to just pull. It was like not a good scenario for her. I emailed the teachers and they're like, yeah, just do what you need to do. Now things seem much better once I've removed the one person from this kind of situation for learning. So I'm tired. But I wanted to make sure I filmed this today and got this to you, even if it's not perfect. I had all these ideas for this video and I'm just like, just turn on the camera. And often when I just am more spur of the moment, these videos are much more just like raw, and that's always what I prefer when I'm watching videos. So you get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what their babysitter used to say to my kids. So 38, wow. When I think back to like a year ago from now, you know, I was in the midst of a separation and I felt great. I felt very like strong and free, even though like not all the pieces had fallen into place yet with that, but very confident and like I knew myself better than I ever thought I knew myself. But looking back, I realized that I was in a place of survival. I haven't really talked a lot about what that was like when my marriage ended, and I've actually been talking to a blogger friend who's going through something very similar, and we're thinking of creating a support group, and once I know that for sure and all the details, I'll be adding a link. But if that's something you're interested in, doing like a virtual support group, that's something we're thinking about. But when everything happened, I was just so torn apart and just like nothing, like a shell of a person. If like someone could come and just scoop me out of myself, that's what happened. I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. I lost like 20 pounds in 2 weeks, and it broke me wide open. And initially I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so broken. And then I dropped the fear and realized what I wanted and everything. And I became very like an island. Like I was just like, I would say to my family back then, like, I am never opening myself up again. And I am like I just shut myself off. I thought that that was just like this really powerful way to live, and I hardened myself and I protected my heart, and I think I was just in like major survival mode. And I never saw a few things coming. So I never saw the pandemic coming at all. So January 6th, 2020, I didn't see it. I thought I knew how things were going to play out, and then the pandemic coming made me realize that I didn't want to live that way, and that I really wanted that next chapter for myself. And it's been a hard one for me because although amazingly, like I opened myself up and I'm now in an amazing relationship, like incredible, and I'm finding something. So one of my 2 words for this year is vulnerable. I always thought I was like a really vulnerable person because I was an overshare. So I kind of thought that's what vulnerable meant. But I'm really realizing what vulnerable means. I'm realizing that through some trauma of my marriage ending, I picked up some trauma response habits, like it's called ultra independence response, trauma response. And basically what that means is like, you'll do like, I can't rely on anybody. I got to do everything myself. And I didn't realize how quickly I have walls up, and I'll shoot walls up, and I can shut people out when I feel like things are getting tough, because I'm like, well, I can only rely on myself, kind of thing. That's been a big lesson that I'm really trying to learn. I'm realizing that vulnerable, I knew it, like the whole Brene Brown thing, vulnerability is courage and everything, but I really didn't know it till now. I didn't realize that I think I was still equating vulnerability to weakness, and I had a fear, a phobia of being seen as weak. And I am really working on allowing people to help, and allowing people, especially men, it's kind of interesting, but like just opening myself up and admitting when I'm finding stuff hard, and allowing people to support me and partner with me and things like that. So that is one of my biggest things for this next year, is to really both in friendships and family relationships and business relationships, but especially my relationship, my romantic relationship, that is a huge one, is just to learn how to be an us. That is just a new concept for me, which is crazy, because I just am realizing what that looks like what that really looks like. So that's the first one. That's the first one, is if I go back to 37, that's something that I didn't realize I was missing. And it wasn't till the pandemic hit and all the distractions were taken away, and I just realized how alone I was. And although I knew I didn't need someone, I realized I wanted that. So that would be my first thing. My second thing would be to complete things, to finish things, to accomplish things. So I have two big goals for 2021. The first one being, I don't want to get into too many details yet, but this huge hiking adventure, like ongoing hiking accomplishment that I am doing. I've started it with my dad and Ben recently, and it's very good for the mind, body, and soul. I'm really realizing how much I love hiking. It's one of the only things we can do right now, but wow, it's just like taps into something that I just really love. I find it very entertaining. I like the athleticism. I like being in nature. So that's one. And the other one is getting my realtor's license. I was called realtor's license. I finished my first course. It took me way longer than I had planned, and I have a new game plan for the next courses, and I have my exam coming up. So I really just want to get that done. I want to hopefully get that done in the first half of 2021, so that I'm already part of a realtor team, and I can really like get that career side going. And I've got some other exciting things on the horizon. So those are my two words: vulnerability and accomplishment, or finishing, just completing something, seeing it through, would be my two words. But if I could go back to me a year ago, the advice I'd give me a year ago would be, I knew that I was ready to, I ended up learning this anyways, and I think the pandemic just maybe sped me up what would have probably taken about 2 years to get there. But basically, play it. Don't leave the game. Put your heart out there. Don't be afraid of getting your heart broken. Like, amazing things are coming your way, and it's okay to be soft. And soft and vulnerable does not mean you're weak. You are a strong person. You've proven it. You know that if you are, like, I can survive extremely hard things. Yeah. I'm very curious to see how this pandemic plays out. It's so weird, like, to start a video. I think just putting myself in my shoes and thinking of me a year ago, looking at myself now, and maybe eavesdropping on this video, and me opening a video so casually, being like, my province is in lockdown again, and my kids are doing virtual school. That's kind of where my head is. I don't know if this has come off as like a somber video or a uplifting video or just like a raw and honest one. But I know I'm tired from the virtual learning today, and that could impact my mindset at the moment. But this is my, this is it. I like to be able to just let the thoughts roll out, and I don't want to script anything. I just want to be really, really genuine with you guys. 38. I better be having some Wendy's spicy chicken, baked potato, iced tea, and carrot cake is my request I put out into the universe to have as my birthday dinner. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.